Tonight, a Manhattan art exhibit about AIDS is losing a lot of federal money because of what will be shown in the exhibit. As Channel 2's Terry Anzer reports, this is the first test of a controversial new law that bans the funding of erotic displays.
Senator Alphonse D'Amato tore up an art catalog on the Senate floor last summer, just before Congress approved a new law denying federal funds for art that some consider obscene.
They not only see this garbage, you can say, well, we didn't know that he'd engaged in this kind of filth.
Lawmakers were reacting in part to taxpayer sponsorship of a Robert Mapplethorpe photography exhibit, which includes explicit scenes like these. But many artists feared it was the beginning of widespread government censorship.
And now those fears have been confirmed here at the Artist Space Gallery in Tribeca, where the National Endowment for the Arts has withdrawn a $10,000 grant from an exhibit scheduled to open next week, dealing with the theme of AIDS and criticizing such public figures as John Cardinal O'Connor and Senator Jesse Helms.
The theory, and maybe the ideal, is that art and politics are two separate worlds, and never the twain shall meet. But the National Endowment for the Arts refuses to sponsor an art show here in New York City because it deals with AIDS and homosexuality and also offends some political sensibilities. A report on this story from Kathy Wolf.
The man who took these photos died of AIDS this year, but the controversy over the explicit nature of his work lives on. Robert Mapplethorpe's exhibit in Washington, D.C. this summer was canceled. It led to a new law that restricts the use of federal grants for art considered obscene. Now a New York City exhibit on AIDS is threatened.
Expression is a form of speech, and art, I believe, is a form of speech. And that's what's at stake here.
At the Artist Space Gallery in Tribeca, preparations are still underway for next week's exhibit. But the National Endowment of the Arts has canceled its grant, saying its contents violate the new law. The grant has already been given to this gallery, and the $10,000 is one-third the cost of the entire show. Now the gallery is refusing to give back that money, insisting that the work of some 23 artists will be displayed here as originally planned. The law is designed to prevent federal funding of art depicting homosexuality or sadomasochism, among other things. But the chairman of the NEA canceled the Artist Space grant because, he states, "We find that a large portion of the content is political rather than artistic in nature."
Politics is one of the things that gives art social meaning and redeems it.
Some of the photos in the upcoming exhibit are currently on display elsewhere. Their political content includes criticism of Cardinal O'Connor, Senator William Dannemeyer of California, and Senator Jesse Helms for their support of the new restrictive law. In Manhattan, Kathy Wolf, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.